It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break!
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw, Huntley. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 13. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Huntley. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their... The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Reed. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Howell. And he rifles one incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Faking the handoff, Howell. Rolling to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Clelin Ferrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 24, Powell. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Off play action. It's Howell. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now throwing on first down here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thought just certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On first down, Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Fields in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. 20, 10, 5. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 56 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll get it inside the 35. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Slye for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they all...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
First down, how to throw. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Second down, Howell back to pass. Out left to Dotson. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play.
I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played.
And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Slye on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 4. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 68 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 9 now. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now they go play action with Howell. across the field. He finds Dotson, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. Like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.